one's a grueling one. This is another one by, one of the greats of the old blues, Charlie Patton. Charlie Patton is often seen as the father of the Delta blues because he taught Son House. Son House taught Robert Johnson. And a lot of it goes back to Charlie Patton. But Charlie Patton, again, had just he sang minstrel show songs and just all popular songs, all kinds of stuff. And this is one of my favorites by him. It's called Screamin' and Hollering the Blues. He was interesting. He had in a way, Charlie Patton had 3 songs that he wrote. One in A, one in C, and one in E or something, And there's a lot of commonality to it, but what he does around the edges of it with different riffs and stuff like that, it's just always fascinating how they bring a little variety to it.
How do those two guitars differ? They look so similar, but you took off your finger picks.
That's a very good observation. Actually, I might say that this is a Kalamazoo KG-14, same kind of guitar that Robert Johnson had, and this is a Gibson L00. I just like to use this in an open tuning. I'm doing an open G tuning on this. So this is Screamin' and Hollering Blues. Jackson on a high hill, Natchez just below. Jackson on a high hill, Natchez just below. If I never make it home, I won't be back anymore. And my poor mama's getting old, her hair is turning gray. My poor mama's getting old, her hair is turning gray. It would break her heart to know I'm living this away. You ever wake up in the morning, jinx all round y'all, jinx all round y'all, jinx all round your bed. You ever wake up in the morning, jinx your bed. I turned my face to the wall and I didn't have a word to say. And there ain't no use hollering, ain't no use screaming and crying. There ain't no use hollering, no use screaming and crying. For you've got a home, long as I've got mine. Mercy on my wicked soul. And Lord have mercy on my wicked soul. I wouldn't mistreat you, baby, for my weight in gold. And I'm going away, baby. Don't you want to? Don't you want to? Don't you want to go? It'll take God to tell when I'll be back here anymore. Charlie Patton was interesting. I guess he was about 5'4", and supposedly, without a microphone, you could hear his voice from like 500 yards away or something. He had this real deep, resonant, harsh voice. And if you ever hear Howlin' Wolf kind of hung out a little bit of Charlie Patton. Charlie Patton's voice is a little bit like Howlin' Wolf. What I love about that last song is really such a sweet song. Screaming and hollering the blues. The song is going to be, I'm screaming and hollering the blues. See what happens when you mess around like that? But anyways, but it was...
Other side.
To your right. Right by the water bottle.
Thank you.
Watch out for the flower pots.
Yes, I got away. Yeah, Paul Jeremiah was talking about how a flower pot fell on one of his guitars. We ain't gonna let that happen. But anyway, so what I love about that, it's such a sweet song, you know. So I'm gonna do a song now by another great. Now, interestingly, Charlie Patton had quite a few hits. Blind Lemon Jefferson was huge in his day. He was like the superstar of the acoustic blues back in the 20s. Another absolutely fascinating thing is he started recording in 26 and he was dead by 29. It's unbelievable. And just did a tremendous amount of stuff. Now the next one is somebody who hung around for a while. He also was born in the 1800s, Reverend Gary Davis. And he just made a few records in the 30s. And they didn't make a big splash or anything, but he hung in there. He kind of got religion and lived right, and he survived. And then he was discovered in the 60s and became huge in the 60s and is still regarded as one of the great guitar players of all time. This is a song that I found, which is one of Reverend Gary Davis's from the 30s. You don't hear it much. Later on, when he got religion, his wife wouldn't let him sing these kind of songs. He could only sing holy roller kind of songs. Holy blues, as they call it. So, but this is a song called, it's called I'm Throwing Up My Hands. This is better than I'm throwing up my lunch or something. But actually, if you listen to it, there's nothing in the song that says I'm throwing up my hands. I have no idea where the title comes. Look, there's something about wringing my hands. I get the feeling for a lot of these guys, they come in and they say, what was the name of this song? I don't know, just put down I'm throwing up my hands or something. But it has a kind of subtitle of Mountain Jack Blues, and that is in there. So this is I'm Throwing Up My Hands, Mountain Jack Blues. If I could holler like a mountain jack, if I could holler like a mountain jack, I'd go up the mountain, holler my baby back. Ain't but the one thing that can worry me, but the one thing that can worry me. My baby packed a suitcase, walked off and left for me. Lord, Lord, see what a fix she left me in. Lord, Lord, see what a fix she left me in. I ain't got no home, and I ain't got no friends. away, worrying on my mind. I'm gone away, worrying on my mind. And I'll be right here, wringing my hands and crying. It has kind of a sudden ending. So, the name of the CD is Old Blues, which makes sense when you think about it. And so to make it interesting, I tried to write a song called Old Blues. So I'll do that one for you after I have a little swig of water.
So will there be a dark old blues?
This will be the dark version of the Old Blues. And we're going to have a brighter version coming up, but if you buy that CD tonight, this version's going to be worth a lot of money. So this is where I pay tribute to again some of the Old Blues folks. Old blues over by the barrel house door singing, how long, how long? Old blues over by the barrel house door singing, my baby caught that train and gone. Old blues over by the barrel house door singing, how long, how long, how long? He'll let his hat fill up with money, then come tomorrow he'll be gone. Old blues leaning on the upright piano singing, why don't you do right? Old blues leaning on the upright piano singing, nobody knows you when you're down and out. Old blues leaning on the upright piano singing, why don't you do right? Her voice rings like a bell across the Kansas City night. Hotel room with a microphone on a stand. Old blues sitting in a hotel room, singing blues for the Vocalion record man. Old blues sitting in a hotel room, singing blues to a microphone on a stand. When he's 30 years dead and gone, the world's gonna love that man. fragrant flowers in her hair. Old blues walking down the streets of the city. The fellas all turn around to stare. Old blues walking down the streets of the city. Violet flowers in her hair. Ma Rainey and Bessie, Victoria and Minnie, I hear their voices everywhere. Old blues going down the dirt road by himself. She watches till he disappears. Old blues going down the dirt road by himself. He vanishes into thin air. Old blues going down the dirt road by himself. Bertha Lee watches till he disappears. Charlie, Blind Lemon and Willie, Blind Blake and Reverend Gary, gone now, yet I hear them everywhere.
Thank you very, very much. You're a wonderful audience, and we'll be up with costumes momentarily.